Hello, welcome to another DoBlu.com video review. This one is for the Goonies, the 25th Anniversary Collector's Edition. This is a very bright, glossy box. Gives us a nice kind of silvery finish. Warner issued this one. It's not new by any stretch. If you're watching this one, just went up. It's a little bit older, but just getting around to it now. As you can see, the box is fairly sturdy, and on the back you have all of the contents and the list. This just pulls right off. There is no glue, but there's a security sticker there if you are excessively OCD. Bottom here, of course, you have all the info, and of course we'll be getting to all of this in a moment. Once you pull that off, of course you have the side, which you've already seen. The back, which is straightforward, comes together I guess a cool little piece there. Nothing you're going to stretch out and look at on a regular basis, but it's nice they added it. Clearly it's a flip box, as you just saw. Opens up to the map, which is a nice touch, and is a very cool gold embossed design down there. I like that, and plus there's some gold spots on the map too, which give it some class. All of the stuff is in here. It's a box. It slides out like this. There is a piece of cardboard there to make the Blu-ray kind of even out with the rest, so don't lose that when you open the box. We'll take all of this content out. Inside, you can see the image goes in a little bit more yet, but for the most part, this is the cool stuff. Big, sturdy, thick box. This thing isn't bending or bowing in any way, shape, or form. Inside, you get the Blu-ray. This is the standard Blu-ray. You can get it separately. You do not need to worry you're not losing anything out. This is the standard edition Blu-ray. Actually get a chapter list. What do you know? Those still actually exist. And advertisement for WB Shop on the inside. And of course, recyclable cases, because hey, who cares about quality? Inside we have the official collector's edition, the Goonies Souvenir Magazine. This is a reprint from the 80s. In full. It's fairly thick. There are no pages. If I had to just kind of gander a guess, I'd say about 75 pages. Clearly a soft cover. It's just a magazine reprint. Some great behind-the-scenes photos, anecdotes, looks at the kids, interviews with the kids and the actors, and what the experience kind of meant to them. There's some good info in here, even though it is clearly dated, and I'm sure there's much more newer stuff and retrospectives and things like that, which we will get to in a moment. But nonetheless, the photos are great. The behind-the-scenes stuff is well worth checking out. All the kids in great poses there. So definitely, if you're a fan, this is a very cool piece. If you're a fan, you might already still own this. I don't know. And on the back, take the Goonies oath. Moving on, we open this up, the Goonies storyboards. These come in clearly just a small paper envelope. We open to deleted scenes and other such pieces. Clearly, oddly, storyboards. And on the back, you get very glossy photos of the back. This is some nice photo type paper. Again, produced well. Warner did a good job on this one. I'll give him credit. The quality here all around is pretty solid. Spared no expense, as John Hammond would say in Jurassic Park. The photos are of high quality. The sketches look great on the paper. And all in all, it's actually a pretty impressive box set, considering it's really nothing terribly extravagant. But it's a movie people love. It's endeared all of these years, and clearly Warner wanted to do something a little special for the 25th anniversary. After this came out, this is available in just, of course, like I said, the standalone release. So no worries. If you don't want all this, which of course is fine, I totally understand that, you can get it without and save yourself a couple bucks. But really, this box set isn't that expensive. It only goes for about 20 bucks now, so you really can't beat that. Empire, the 20th anniversary. This is where they get everybody back together for this gorgeous photo, bringing the entire cast, even Steven Spielberg and crew, back together, and they interview, tell them about their favorite stories. You get to see what they look like all grown up, and it's kind of cool to hear them retrospect, tell some stories from the set, what they remember, what they don't remember, some horror stories about some of the pranks played on the set, and even a fight. And this is, I guess you could call this the highlight. This is the Goonies board game. Apparently the Nintendo NES game, called the Goonies 2, here in the US, was not enough. We need more Goonies games, so here we go. The slides open. Warning, small parts, choking hazards, blah blah blah. So here we go. Pull this out from the bottom. Slides out. Cheap plastic cover that's probably blinding you from the overhead lighting. Here are your instructions. It's a pretty simple, just a simple little dice game with move cards and things like that. Just enough of the Goonies flavor, I guess, to give it a pass. Clearly somebody thought through this. They didn't just throw it together and make a knockoff of anything, but I mean, what do you expect, right? It's not like you're paying for a board game, you're paying for a Blu-ray set. Here's the board, which is it's small for a board game size, but it's nice enough and compact that it can be used pretty much anywhere. The folds don't damage it all that much either. Closing that up. We have character pegs, things, whatever. I haven't even opened those yet. These are the stands, I believe, for said character pegs. We got some gold coinage, with cool photos on the back, and these are all of the move cards, which again aren't even open, but it's pretty straightforward as to what these are. These just tell you when you pull a card what you need to do. Putting this all back together, like I said, it's not a bad set. I think overall, I think a Goonies fan certainly should definitely have this one. It's probably one of the better things Warner's released with the film. I'm unsure of any other type of memorabilia related to the Goonies. I know there's been action figures, and like I said, there's a video game and things like that, but this is one of the better sets they've made just specifically for the film. It goes together well, and I'm sure, again, a Goonies fan will enjoy playing the board game and probably placing bets on who gets to do the Truffle Shuffle, which, for the record, that kid refuses to do anymore when he is asked. I can't imagine why that would be. It's not like anyone would ask him 24/7 or anything, right? Like I said, you can get this for about $20, give or take, on sale. Sometimes it goes a little bit higher. It all depends on where you get it, what time you get it. Again, don't forget the cardboard slides right in there, and it holds it all together so it's not sliding around anywhere. One complaint, it is kind of bulky in the scheme of things, certainly compared to some other box sets. Here is your standard Blu-ray case, so you can see there's quite a bit of space up there on the top, and it is clearly much thicker. And here it is compared to a DVD, and we still have a little bit of space left, so it's definitely bigger than your average DVD. The board game is clearly causing the width issue, but overall, unless you're OCD about how stuff is organized, I think this is a good buy. Its set looks great. It's got a great box. This is embossed on here, the 25th anniversary logo. The logo is embossed. It's a great presentation piece, and certainly anyone who remembers watching this one will say, "Oh God, the Goonies! You got the Goonies! That's awesome!" So it's good to look on a shelf. Recommended. As far as the disc itself, the video's a little off. It's definitely got a little bit of sharpening, but it's not too bad overall. But it looks good, considering it looks like an 80s film stock. Enough to get a pass, but not by much. And the audio isn't all that bad either. So recommend you can read the full review of the on-disc contents over at DoBlu.com. There'll be a link somewhere, not only to read the review, but also purchase the set and help DoBlu in the process. So if you could, click on the links, check out the site, leave comments, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. The whole YouTube 9 yards. And thanks for watching.